Maybe if it wasn't. Okay. Girl, I'm trying to vlog at the same time. Scared. Oh, I didn't know y'all was gonna be able to see that mirror. Okay. If I sit back here, is that okay? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Let me see. Tyler, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Oh, girls, get up. Okay. Let's get started. I am gonna pull up this as well so I can. I'm just dropping the links on Facebook, Instagram, and stuff so we can maybe get an audience. If not, we'll get started here shortly.
Okay.
I ain't trying to take up too much of your time, baby, because I know you got to get to the babies.
Oh no, they're on bed, girl.
Oh,
It's
period. Okay, mom.
uh-uh. But we have a well, because Andrew's autistic. So if we don't have a schedule, the day don't work right. So even though it's summer,
Oh, yes, we got
you,
to talk about
you
that.
still got a schedule. You go to bed.
Right.
They hate it.
I love it, though. I love that for you. Like, girl, I wish I was like that. I be trying. I'm trying to get there. But no, that
Yeah.
structure, they need that.
Yeah. I can't do without structure with him.
Yeah.
He knows what time snack time is. He know what time he can eat lunch. He knows when he can have dinner. He knows how much and what he can have for breakfast.
Right.
Yeah.
Girl, shit.
Structure.
Baby, you are organized. I love
My
that.
house don't look like it right now, but I swear I am.
Okay, let me drop this.
Like the room I'm in, it's my kid's old schoolroom for, COVID teaching.
Oh, yeah.
But look, it still has like all like the school posters.
I love it. That's what's up.
But it's my husband's work office now because he
Oh,
works from home.
girl, I'm
So I'm just like, know your ABCs. I don't know what to tell you. ABC. Like they're all over the wall. Just
where
like
Africa at? Where, where Mexico?
right, like you got this. I believe in you. Lord.
What
What'd
is
you do today?
girl? Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
Everything that I said that I wasn't basically what that I was supposed to be doing. Supposed to do. How am I connected over here? Girl was supposed to do laundry, run errands, do all that. None of that happened today. And then, like
None
I
of it.
said, you know how you doing something and you're like, hold on, I gotta do something. I'm telling you, Tyler, I was looking at that clock. It was like 8:15. I said, oh, I got time. I ain't gotta be up to about 9:15. I said, you know how you in a sleep, but you ain't sleep.
Right. Yep.
I said, no, we said 9 o'clock. I said, oh,
You
baby, I ain't putting no makeup on today. Okay.
look good.
Girl, I look like a naked mole rat without no lashes on, but that's okay. We gonna
That's
make
how I felt. Girl, I took that shower, took them straight off.
it.
Realized what I did. I was like, nah, I know I didn't.
Girl,
I
you
know I
good.
didn't.
You look good with your little sexy
But-
voluptuous self. I'm like, okay,
Oh,
Ty,
thank
little
you.
thing, little thing. Girl,
Yeah, I'm telling you. I
tell me.
don't know what. I was like that weird kid in school, and then I hit my 20s, and I was just like,
Nah, Tyler, you always had a little sexy about you. You know, you had your little guy, little moment.
right.
But nah, you was like, nah, I'm
I
still looking
I
sexy.
found a picture of when I was 14,
Yeah.
and I had that whole bang swoopy thing going on. And I was just like, no one cared about me because no one told me not to do that.
Girl, it was cute. It's
But
just
I
like
think
us when we was,
everybody did it.
girl, we
Every
used to wear
white
them.
person.
No, no, for real though. But girl, we used to wear them ponytails. It
I
then
know.
that was not cute. Why didn't nobody?
No. No. You look back and you're just like, come on, you let me leave the house like that?
Basically. Okay, mom.
Like, no love at all.
Girl.
Hmm. I,
Oh,
I can't even say nothing though, because my older one, God come back and just laughed in my face because my oldest is in her goth phase right now.
oh, okay.
They have the boots, the pants, the bracelets, the rings, and I'm just like, on one hand, right? I'm like, she is what I would have been without childhood trauma.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
See, that's
like
where you
that's what
come
I
in.
liked,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I still do. I have a shit ton of tattoos. I have piercings. I listen to I don't listen to country. I listen to rock music most of the time. Like
Yeah.
I'm still me. I just like makeup.
Right.
That's it. But, like, and it's so weird because I'm just like, she's so straightforward with it, where I wasn't allowed to be,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, "Okay." I
Well,
dyed their hair teal and black.
at what age?
12.
Wow, I love it. You so free as mom. We do that too as moms too. Like we like, look, I'm gonna give you everything that I didn't get as a child. You get me.
So they begged me for a year, okay, because 'cause they're non-binary,
Hmm.
and they begged me for a year to dye their hair, and I was like, "You have blonde hair." But it was, like, dirty dish blonde, right? So I was like, "I'm not going to bleach your hair to
Yeah.
get a different color. Now, if we can go from your color to, like, a darker color," which was the only color that was available was black, because they have darker hair. I was
Yeah.
like, "You know what? Fine." So I bleached their hair. I did the teal, I did the black. It was hard because it was half and half, and I'm not a cosmetologist, okay? My sister is, but not me, girl. So I'm sitting here, like, trying to foil and wrap and tie-dye and, like, not get it on me and not get all over my kitchen, and so I get
Okay.
it done, and it's so cute.
Oh.
That black washed out.
Oh. So how long
Yeah.
did you keep it for?
I mean, it's permanent hair color. At least it says it's supposed to be, but that stuff
Oh,
did not last.
damn.
Now the teal is pretty, so I'm
Yeah.
just like, "Okay, I can handle that." It's summer appropriate,
Yeah.
you
Is
know?
is it literally all over, or is it just like in the
It's
back?
half, like,
Okay.
the side to side. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, that's so cute though. I love that. I can't wait till my daughter get a little bit older. But right now, she thinks she's about 35. She's only one. But girl, she thinks she grown. I was just
Girl,
talking about getting a leash because it's getting out of control over
I
here.
saw that.
Girls get no, but for real though, it really
I'm
is.
serious.
Baby, the way she dragged me in public, I'm like, this is embarrassing. Like, I'm old now. I'm not
Yeah.
that young chick anymore. That's not who I am.
Mm-mm. No. I talk crap a lot of the parents that did the leashes at first.
For real.
But Andrew, like, he's like I said, he's autistic. So like if we're out in public, like if we go somewhere as a family and he sees something he likes, he
Hmm.
don't ask for permission, he don't wait a second, he don't miss a beat, and he's just hauling ass to
Wow.
whatever it is that he
No,
wants to see. And I'm just like, uh-uh.
right. No,
Like, you're
for
gonna
real.
be gone. But
And,
he's fast.
on top of the fact though, like just how they kidnapping kids, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody about to be
Right.
school.
You
So
have to go.
the hell? Girl, look, Ty, look at okay, I'm sorry, we're gonna get started. So hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Mom's Night In. Y'all know where we talk all about the good, the bad, the ugly, all things motherhood, and I'm so excited about my guest today because I have the beautiful, the lovely Miss Tyler Pond, girl. Miss Wifey. Girl, it's giving me ghetto. Okay. But anyways, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to have you on, girl. Tyler is one of my technically middle school slash
Girl, how old were we?
I don't know.
We ain't gotta go back that far though. We ain't gotta
That
go
was a
back that
long
far.
time ago. That was a long,
We
long time
were completely different people. We were
ago, girl.
whew.
But no, but I've always tried to like kind of like stay, on Facebook and stuff like that, stay in touch
Right.
and everything like that. Definitely have always been inspired by, your motherhood journey. How many babies do you have?
I have 4, one is bonus.
Okay, awesome. Oh, I didn't know you were a bonus mom too. Yes.
I am.
But girl, you've been doing this mom thing for how long?
13 years?
You a pro. Are you a
Yeah.
pro? Would you consider? Because everybody be like, "Girl, I just be out here winging it." I don't know, but like
Well,
you,
okay. No, we're wrong. I wing it. No, there's a lot of winging going on.
that's just
But there's
about.
also a lot of like pre-planning too. But the
Yeah,
in-betweens get winged.
and I think that I really want you kind of to touch base on just in general your motherhood journey. Did you want? I always like to ask people, did you want to be a mom? That's the first question I like to ask my guests. You can be honest, because I always say I didn't want to be.
I I knew I wanted to be a mom, but I did not want to be a teen mom.
Mm.
Like that was not I was 19 when I had my daughter.
Oh, well, girl, you was out of school though. Shoot, at
I
high.
was just out of school though. Because
Yeah.
remember, I was late in the grade. So
Yeah.
I had just turned 19 when I graduated. So
Mm.
like I graduated in May, found out I was pregnant the same month.
Oh
So when
wow.
I walked, I was pregnant.
You were? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
I was just like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing. So,
Right.
like, I was 19, fresh 19, pregnant
How
out of
did
high
that,
school.
would you say that like immediately changed you? Because I feel like motherhood, in general, is like, you know how you people be like, oh, I'm not ready. But when that baby come out, you girl, not the truth, not the truth, not the truth. But when that baby come out, you be like, girl, it was a treat though.
Girl,
She always be
fix your
crying.
tree.
Y'all know why.
Fix your tree.
Girl, it's probably my mom. I be like, this is my mama. Like, girl, get that up. No, but I just want to ask, like, what was that transition like from you going to like, okay, I'm about to be
Oh,
out.
Lord.
Like, nope, I'm pregnant.
Honestly, it was after they were born. It's like a switch flipped, and it wasn't while I was pregnant
Yeah,
because, like, you just don't. I mean, I didn't. I don't know if it's true for every mom, but like, I know people say I was a mom when I saw a plus sign, and I'm just like, no. Like, I was still mourning the fact that I was no longer gonna be able to be this person out of high school and be
yeah.
able to do the normal college or whatever. Because I was in the military and I found out I was pregnant.
Oh my goodness.
So, because I did not complete basic in a certain amount of time, I got medically discharged. So, like, I immediately didn't like it didn't hit until she was born.
And that was your career, because I remember that, like Tyler, like I know you was real big on ROTC, like
Yeah,
that was your plan and
yeah.
stuff. Like, how was that? Like, you like, damn, this baby just took my dream away from me. Like, what?
Yeah. I mean, looking back, it was a blessing in disguise because I didn't know like my medical conditions back then.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until I found out I was pregnant, I had an asthma attack at school.
Mm,
Um, and I don't know if you know anything about the military, but if you have asthma, it's like no go. You can't go
right.
in.
Right.
But like mine had been dormant for so long that like I was fine. And then I had asthma attack and everything's kind of escalated from that, plus me being pregnant, and they were just like, this is just too much. But it was when they were born that I realized that like I have a whole human to
Yeah.
take care of. And it
Yeah.
like hit big time and I was like, okay, so that's
Girl,
what we're
I tell
doing.
people all the time, I was in denial up until my son came out of me. I was like,
I okay.
I ain't
I
nobody
will say
fighting me.
my child knows this, so I can say it and not be ashamed of it. But, like, when I was pregnant, I didn't okay, you knew me in school. Was I girly?
No.
No. Mm-mm.
No.
No. So, when I found out it was a girl, I bawled like a baby. I
Really?
did. I had all blue nursery, blue stroller,
No,
blue
you did. Hey, I'm
curtains.
having me a boy.
I swear, I did not want a girl.
Yeah.
And I tell them, I'm like, I didn't know what to do with the girl.
Right.
Like, at all.
She about to be extra AF. Like,
Oh, and God came back and laughed because, like, they do their makeup and they do, like, and I'm just like, "I can do this because I watched YouTube for a long time."
right, right,
Like, no one showed me how to do this.
right.
Like
But you know what they say, like that first kid really kind of like, and I feel bad because I say this to my son all the time. I'm like, baby, you was a trial. We was a trial and error with you.
mhm.
Because it's like having my daughter. My kids are 7 years apart, so I feel like I got a little practice in. I still don't know what I'm doing, not at all. But
Girl, 7 years? Why?
first of all, neither one of them was supposed to be here. Like they just happened. First of all, girl, my husband is 50, so we got a 1 year old.
Oh.
He gonna be 56, taking his baby to kindergarten. If that, I don't know. But yeah, so no, like kids was never in the plan for us. They happen. They're amazing. They're beautiful. They're little. Just that last one, boy. She ruined all chance. Like I didn't want to have any more kids anyway, but like she set the standard. Like hell, absolutely not. You're never
Oh,
having.
yeah.
Like
That
that's
second one will make you question life.
like, bro, what?
Yep.
And she's nonstop. She does not. And then I feel like she's a COVID kid. So she was born, 22. She was born 2021 August. Girl, she's out of control. I told you, leash is on the way. I just ordered it because
I don't blame you. I do
girl,
not. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. Okay, so I was always that parent that because I grew up, I don't know if you knew, I kind of kept it hush hush like growing up, but like my house was really like abusive growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I kind of hid that while I was at school, but like, I mean, like some serious CPS like type shit.
Yeah.
So, uh, and it was never like a copacetic environment,
Mm-hmm.
but like, I saw the difference between my siblings and myself with my birth mom. And
Okay.
I promised myself I wouldn't do that with my kids, right? I was like, they're all gonna be treated the same. You lying ass. You cannot treat every one of your kids the same because they're not the same.
Yeah. You
Like,
parents are totally different,
they
you know?
yeah. Like, and I didn't understand it until my youngest was born because they were born preemie, like super preemie, like 2 pounds, 7 ounces, like
Wow.
5% chance of making it like preemie.
Yeah.
And I I touch her if you want. I will mollywop you.
I know that's right, Tyler. Period. She said I will.
Like, I swear to God. But Andrew can hold his own shit. I don't gotta worry about him. He'll hit somebody for his own damn self.
Oh,
Addie's that timid, like really quiet, like she'll cry if you
she's
just
your
yell
last.
at her wrong. Huh?
Is she your last one? Andrew's the
Oh
middle
yeah.
child.
Whew, yeah, she my last. I ain't have no more. I had
You
it taken
said,
out. I said no more Jesus.
but okay, so technically you have three, but you have your bone. So
Yes.
is your bonus the oldest?
N no.
Oh,
So what
okay,
happened was, is me and my husband were together for like 4 years. We were engaged. Uh, and then we separated my senior year in high school.
okay,
And it's where I met my ex-husband.
okay,
Yep. And I had a daughter with him, and my husband had a daughter with his girlfriend. And
okay.
then we got back together.
So y'all just a blended family now.
Yeah.
Period. Okay,
So
I was meant to be together anyway. That's why y'all came back together.
yeah. So, but we're all copacetic. We all get along. We
Yeah,
co-parent just fine.
yeah, yeah. So I want to ask you, and I kind of want to talk about the fact that you do have an autistic son and everything like that, and like with that, um, oh, that's a lot, y'all. I'm sorry, it's ghetto. I thought if I put my phone on do not disturb. Hold on, I'm scared to go out and come back in. Can
I
I?
don't know, girl. This your setup. Mm.
Am I? Oh, that
There
worked.
you go. You're good.
Okay, but yeah, I kind of want you to like really touch on that because maybe it's hard being a mother.
Oh Lord.
And
Um,
my heart goes out to anybody. My heart goes out to the caregivers, to anybody that deals with that because
that's
it
what I
takes
used to do.
a lot of patience. So like, what is
Yeah.
that for you as a mom? Like, kind of talk about your experience and what that's been like so far.
Um, honestly, it's crappy but awesome all at the
Yeah,
same time. Like he was fine. He was in the NICU for like 9 days when he was born, but like some lung issues, whatever. And we really didn't notice anything until he was like 1.5, 2 years old. Um he hadn't talked to himself, but would have like emotional like meltdowns over like really simple stuff.
yeah,
And more than just like a toddler tantrum, like just freak out.
yeah.
uh, and so he got diagnosed as ADHD when he was 2.
Okay,
And we didn't medicate him until he was like 5 or 6. But he had already been kicked out of like one school by the time we decided to medicate.
wow.
Um,
They just hold
because
on,
he,
hold on, Tyler. Now you gotta hold on. What do you mean? Like, did they just was like, hey, he can't go here?
um, because it was technically a school that I was paying for, he was overly affectionate. Like he would give people hugs and kisses,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
they like weren't comfortable with it.
yeah.
So it was more of like a safety policy at that
Right.
point.
Okay.
So I mean, I understood, but it was like a really hard place to be because he was still so little.
Yeah.
And they said they wouldn't diagnose autism until he was 5 because autism and ADHD kind of mirror each other at a certain age.
Okay.
So best believe 5 years old to the date, I believe I had him in to the facility to get tested.
Yeah.
And it had been hard. Like we kept making concessions for him for eating or how he would react to situations and people, and we didn't know what was wrong, but we knew something was wrong.
Mhm.
And then he got diagnosed. I remember I just cried. And it wasn't because he was diagnosed, it was because we had an answer. You
Yeah.
know, and that point he could get help. Because like he was in Head Start and he would have meltdowns. I'd have to go to the school and calm him down because he would like be freaking out.
Oh my goodness.
And it was funny because you're like, what do you mean he's autistic? He doesn't look autistic.
Yeah.
I'm like, autistic doesn't have a look. Like, and it would just baffle me. And he's gotten like so now there's like levels. So there's level 1, 2, and 3 for autism. And
Okay.
Asperger's is no longer a diagnosing like criteria. Like they don't diagnose Asperger's anymore.
Okay.
But he's level 2. So where he does need assistance, but he's functional. So
Yeah.
like but there's things that he's in the waiting list for feeding therapy because he eats waffles, waffles, cereal, uh, butter or peanut butter toast,
Mm-hmm.
donuts, pizza, and breadsticks.
Period. Oh, so he just like carbs. He like, give me
Yeah,
all the carbs. I need them.
he's a chunky boy. And I
Yeah.
told the doctor this week, I was like, look, I don't care that he's big. It's
Yeah.
not
He's
that. It's he's got to learn to eat other things
yeah.
because he can't just be eating all the bad stuff.
Right.
Like, and he likes sweet stuff too. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, mm-mm,
Yeah. Having
mm-mm.
an
So,
autistic child, what is that like for your other kids? Like, how does that affect them? Like, how do they deal with him? Is it even a thing in the home where it's acknowledged, kind of? You know?
at first, it took a lot of adjustments. So, I became a behavioral therapist
Oh,
to learn how to help him and still work with kids who are autistic. But I wrote, have you ever heard of like the spoon theory?
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
My
so
sister's
like,
a behavioral therapist, so I
okay,
think that's awesome. Yeah.
yeah. So like, the way I explained it to my husband when I decided to not do it anymore was by the end of the day, I didn't have any more spoons for Andrew because I took care of the other kids that I was in charge of all day. And it
Mm,
wasn't fair to him.
yeah,
So, but that kind of took it out on the kids because they were making concessions for his behavior and they were making adjustments for how he would act. So
yeah.
now, like before, like, and it's gotten better, but
Hmm.
like he can't go into a room that's empty.
Okay. He
So,
don't.
like,
He'll freak out.
look, for instance, we have an extra refrigerator in the garage. So, like, pizzas and Gatorades and all that goes out there.
Yeah.
So tonight we're like, hey, put pizza away.
He don't want.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
So we had to get the girls to do it. Stuff
Mm.
like that. Where like I tell him and he doesn't do it and they think I'm just doing it because he's a boy. They
Yeah.
don't see that I'm doing it because he's literally gonna fight me for 30 minutes to
Mm.
go out to the garage and then I'm gonna have to like baby step him to the garage,
Mm.
to the refrigerator, to put it in and to come back in.
Mm.
Versus if I just tell the girls to do it, it's easier. So,
Right.
like, they make concessions that way, but they definitely voice their opinion, and we
Yeah.
try to make it fair, but like I told the kids, so Angel has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
Mm.
It's a connective tissue disorder, and
What's Can you
she's
kind of explain that?
um, so your body's made up of collagen, and
Mm.
that is what keeps your joints mobile, okay, and keeps it in place,
Okay.
okay? So what this does is it affects the blood vessels and organs and joints in your body, and you can dislocate your joints.
Oh my goodness.
Like, and it happens, you just gotta put it back.
Oh wow.
So,
I've
like,
never.
my grandpa died because of it, my mom just died last year because of it, and my sister had her aneurysm last year.
This is
So my
hereditary.
kid yeah, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
I have it and my kids have it.
Oh my goodness.
So, they have to be tested, like, yearly for their hearts and
Wow.
stuff. And then Andrew has the same genetic condition, ADHD and autism. And
Mhm.
then Addie has a hole in her heart, a cyst in her brain, um, delayed emptying and malabsorption of her intestines, and she has cerebral palsy.
I love
Um,
this.
yeah,
How so? Like, how are you, girl? How are you dealing with this? How are you? That I know. That's a temporary fix. Like, I mean, you literally are a super mom for that because, and here I am, and that always. That's why I love to talk to other moms because, like, here I am complaining about nothing. But and when
girl.
people are going through it, like my sister, my nephew, he's autistic, and there was a point in time where like they could rarely go out in public because
Yep,
and it's not even necessarily him; it's the way that people
nope,
be looking at you and what I'm saying, looking at
yep,
you crazy and stuff. And it's like this is, I feel like our generation, we're kind of on that back end of like what is autism? Like that's
right.
not really a thing. That's just something that they made up. But no, it really is a thing, and it's especially like you can only imagine being married to somebody that's older. They don't understand like what's dyslexia,
Yep,
what's all of. They're like y'all just making terms up. But no, this really exists, and it's important for us to educate ourselves and stuff because it's like that. What you just said, girl.
yeah,
I don't know what that is, and I know, you've talked about like what happened out of, you from Franklin, y'all. She's from Franklin or lived in Franklin,
yeah. Live. I'm not from Franklin, girl.
I know. Say, look, don't
Uh-uh.
put that on me.
Don't
Don't put
don't
that
put
on
that on me.
No, but can you
No.
talk about that? Because like I said, I live in Indiana, Tyler, and I had no idea like I'm over here in
So
Scotland.
I'm sure you remember the movie. Do you remember Aaron Brockovich?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. She petitioned the actual Aaron Brockovich petitioned the EPA for our county for them to test the water.
That is fucking nuts. I did not know that.
And it wasn't until she did that because I didn't hear anything of it. Like okay, rewind. So 2018, the kids got strep. Like I want to say it was like February.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I was coming down with it. So I went to, I think it was like immediate care. They said, hey, like, you have strep. So
Mm-hmm.
here's medicine. I said, okay, thanks. Appreciate it. Didn't get better. Still didn't feel good. Didn't want to drive all the way up north to go to community. So I went to our town hospital, Johnson Memorial. They said,
Okay.
hey, you have a virus. Just go home. You'll be fine. I said, okay. I kept telling them something's not right. I don't feel good. They didn't listen. So then, like 2 weeks later, I can't like walk and talk. Like I'm out of breath, I'm coughing, like
What
something's wrong.
the hell?
So I went to Community South. By the time I got there, my oxygen was like 87. I was in heart failure, I was in lung failure, and I was septic. Yeah.
And they don't have
And
an answer for you. They can't tell you what's going on.
no, they sent biopsies off to the CDC and they did all kinds of testing and they couldn't tell me what was going on. But I came in on a Friday and by Saturday night I was in a coma. I
And
like I
how long was you in this coma for?
9 days.
Hell no. So like, what did they do like about like? I know not everything is about money, but I'm just saying like, so how they clean this up? What did they? So people are just left with these fucked up ass conditions, basically.
Yep. And because so they were counting the amount of children with cancer to classify it as a cancer cluster, but there's not enough kids yet. And I say yet. So they won't consider it a cancer cluster until it reaches a certain amount of people.
Oh my goodness.
So when we found out that they weren't going to test our house, because literally I could like throw a rock from here to where it was at, but
Yeah.
they were saying we were out of the limitations of the contamination. Um, so when I found out they weren't going to do anything, we started looking for a house, and the house that we got was like one of the last ones in the area that was from like the newer addition away from the contamination.
Oh my
So I
god.
was like, I don't care if God and Almighty has a say so in it. Like I'm getting this house because
Yeah.
the new area that they were going to build at was by the contamination. And I was like, I'm not living in Franklin if that's the only place we have to live.
Yeah.
Like but they were like, they can't say it was the contamination, but it was the contamination. Because once we moved into this house,
Yeah.
all of us got better. Like, I still have heart failure,
Oh,
but the none of us are getting sicker. So
like, but my whole thing is like, y'all ain't got no committee going or nothing of like, hey, we need to
I
be
was doing it for a long time. Like, I went to Washington. I did petitions downtown. I petitioned the mayor for Franklin and the EPA. Like, I was in it. And it got to the point where it was right before COVID, and I hit a wall, and I was like,
I was just about to say, Tyler, like the fact that you go through this and then to turn around and now we on lockdown. Like, what the hell?
girl, I was like, I was like, we're good. And that's when I gained all my weight. Girl, I'm telling you, it was a trap.
That's a
I
lot. Well,
was
I hope that they do something. Like, let me know if there's anything that I can do, share a post, something. Because, like, I mean, and I feel ignorant to even say for me to live in the same state as you and had no idea that was going on. I don't know if that was an era of I wasn't watching the news. But the
Yeah,
fact
it was on the news for a little bit, but
that,
it's one of those things because it looks bad.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And like the businesses in Franklin were having a uproar because where the contamination lied was where a lot of the businesses were. So, and they didn't want their businesses disrupted to
yeah.
have the pipes replaced. So they were like, no, there is no contamination. And we were like, dude, like kids are getting cancer like left and right here.
Right. Oh my
Like,
God.
I mean, like, and just dying, like little kids,
That's
you
funny.
know?
That's
And I'm just like, how can you not? So after we moved out of that house, like Addie, I mean, she stayed sick, I want to say for maybe a year. It
mm-hmm.
took a year for her to kind of come back around, but like she wasn't in the hospital every month. She didn't have to have, after living here, I think it was for 2 years, they finally took her intestinal feeding tube out because she had been fed like through a pump until she was like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Like she couldn't have anything by mouth. So when she got that taken out, I was like, okay. I was like, that's,
So
yeah, girl.
you gotta tell me, you as a mom, with dealing with all of that, now COVID comes. I mean, just you as a mom, and then you're a caregiver. First of all, I know caregivers be stressed out alone just on their job, but to be a caregiver, come home,
Girl.
you gotta be a caregiver to your kids. You gotta be a caregiver to your husband. When do you have that? Like, what does a day for yourself look like? Do you get those? Like, you take 5 minutes out of the day? Like, come on now. You gotta.
Um, I kind of have to remember that even though I feel swamped, even though like I feel like there's so much going on, like my kids only see so much, and
Right.
that's the way I keep it.
Yeah.
So they don't have to see the hard stuff.
Yeah.
So I try to like, okay, hey, like, can we cuddle tonight? Or do you want to
Oh.
watch a movie tonight?
Yeah.
Or, just so like, okay, no, I'm not going out and hanging with you because, it's like deathly hot outside. I'm going to die.
Okay.
Whew.
No, for
I'm
real.
just like, thick girl summer is not, listen,
I want to be outside. Period. Never.
I
Like,
don't.
I'm too old.
Outside air is outside air. Leave it there.
Yeah. But Tyler, you gotta like. I mean, and this is one thing that I always tell moms because I was like that as well. I used to have a job where like I literally had to sleep with my laptop because I had people calling me, and it was just like finally got to break away from that. But like, please find 5 minutes out of your day. I mean, if it's just to write down, I love me. You know what I'm saying? Like you really no, but I'm serious. Like you really, it has been really like I've been getting into like working out. Like I've been consistent for like 9 months, and it's like I'm not even working out to. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to transform my body. I want to get a big booty. You know what I mean? Smaller waist, but like it's very therapeutic, and it really just like girl, I'm trying to get into yoga, everything, but like find that time for yourself. I'm telling you, 5 minutes because it's like. How are you pouring into everybody, but you ain't pouring into yourself? Like somebody.
Girl. So I'll get real for a minute. So I have okay, because of my childhood and just things that occurred, I have like mental health issues
Mhm,
galore. Um, and I had to be hospitalized twice in the last 2 years.
mhm,
And I think that's kind of what grounded me a
yeah,
little
mhm,
because I was everyone's yes girl. And you need help, I got you. You need this, I'll help you. You need this, what you got? And I had to learn not my circus, not my monkeys.
Yeah.
Like, my name's Bennett and I ain't in it. Everyone makes fun of me because I say all the time, my name's Bennett and I ain't in it.
No,
If you're
for
not paying my bills,
mm-hmm.
if I'm not fucking with you every day, then I don't need to know your sad story. I don't need to know the gossip. I
You
don't
sound
need
like
to know, I don't need to know. If we're just working together and and I feel some kind of way about you, I don't have to have a second opinion as to why I feel weird about you. I'm going to trust my instinct. I'm going to
absolutely.
go on about my day.
I love that.
And that's just something that
I'm
I
grown.
do for me.
That's you've reached that I'm grown officially. When you be like, hey, I just don't like you. And it's like it's no harm.
Right.
Not it's just
It's not.
I don't like
And
your
everyone's like,
I don't
but
like
why? I'm
your
like, I don't have to justify the why. I'm
exactly.
grown. I pay my own bills. If I feel like you're off or you're just not coming at me correctly, then I'm
Yeah.
not going to like acknowledge you because we're grown and I don't have to.
Right, right.
We're not in kindergarten. Say hi to your friend. No,
No.
Linda, I'm
But
not.
you know what? I totally feel, and I can only say so much because YouTube they'll be trying to block you. But I don't know if you know. It's funny that you share with me like the things that you was going through in school because it's so funny when you in school. You know how you feel like you gotta put on this front, like well,
Right.
put my life together. And it's like really I'm going through hell. I myself, was going through like I was adopted, going through the whole foster care system, and just was mentally abused. I wouldn't say necessarily physically. I did see some physical abuse around me, but to me personally, no. And I don't know if that's what, like, I mean, I would say a good 10-year stretch of me, because I got kicked out when I was, 16? So I was pretty much on my own since I was 16. Trying to still go back and forth to school. I ended up dropping out once the patient kept me, girl. It was a lot. It was a lot. But, anyways, but I don't know if it's your childhood trauma that plays into that part where it's like, because like kind of what you were saying, it was kind of a phase where I felt like I had to do for everybody because it was like I never
Right.
got that when I was younger. So
Right.
I was just like, oh, I'm gonna go out of my way for you. I'm gonna do this for you. And then
Right.
girl, you look up 10 years that went by and you like, damn, I've been doing for everybody. Ain't nobody been doing for me, and I ain't got nothing. So it's
So,
like up until this year,
mhm.
up until probably the last year, I kind of was like, fuck everybody.
Same.
It's about me and my
Same.
family. My nucleus over here. Fuck whatever
Yep.
y'all got going on. You know what I mean? Because it's like,
Yes. And the peace that comes with that is irreplaceable.
yeah,
Like the sound mind of knowing, okay, I don't have to please these people to have my self-worth.
exactly.
Like, and that's where I'm at with it. Like, my cutoff game is immaculate.
Okay.
Like, I'm not I'm not gonna mess with you.
Yeah,
Like, and I don't have to talk to you if I don't want to, and
right.
that's just the way it's gonna stay. And I don't apologize to anybody for it.
Yeah,
Like I made concessions my whole life for everybody when
exactly.
no one made them for me.
Exactly. And and, and
So
and I don't know if it's because I'm a Leo or not, but I always had this thing. I'm telling you, Tyler, up until I'm 32, I'll be, how old am I? Yeah,
I'm 32.
I'll be 32 in July. So yeah. But no, like I'm telling you, up until these last 2 years, girl, like I would feel bad, like, okay, I can't cut people off. Like this is my family. This is da da da. I'm supposed to be. It's
Girl,
like no, like especially once you get married, I feel like a lot of people don't understand that, like not even like having friends because people be like, girl, you always do everything with your husband. Yeah, because
I
you're
like
like,
him.
what? Like,
Like,
like
and
when
the
people
thing, they're all like, I'm like, we've been together for 17 years. Do you think minus the 6 months, because that's,
yeah.
we don't count that. But, like, if you think that I'm not gonna, like, talk to him about it or, like, bounce it off of him
Right.
before I do it, then you're out of your mind.
Exactly. And that's a big
Like,
part of me. Like, and I hate that people be like, well, you gotta ask your husband. It's not
I'm not
actually a
asking for
courtesy.
shit.
It's a courtesy though. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's that's we
Because
that's
what if we had something going on and I just forgot?
girl, he gotta watch the kids. I can't just
Who's
leave him
gonna
for
who
kids.
like, you gotta listen out for the little children because they be nosy.
Right. And it's so funny, Tyler, because I was with my birthday coming up, I'm like, man, I don't know what like this journey that I've been on. I'm like, I want to take a solo trip because I've never done it before. Like I've never went anywhere by myself. Girl, me being scared, I'm like, I can't go nowhere without my husband now. Cause like we've never ever taken a romantic trip. I don't know if you guys got it.
Nope.
Girl, you gotta do it. Like I told I told my husband, I said, babe, because like you know, you don't feel comfortable with people watching your kids, and then you know, it's just I don't know. But I'm like, babe, I'm not to leave. You don't have to go on a solo trip. But I even dad, you know, like doing it. I'm like, I don't know, I can't leave him because who gonna cook him breakfast?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but my kids are not at the age where I can just pack my shit up and go. My
No,
anxiety would kill me the
right?
entire time.
Honey,
Like,
I already,
cannot. I'm sorry. No. And my husband is a great husband, great dad. No
girl, I think they
disrespect to
just be
him.
baby. They just be, I don't know, they just be. But you know what's so crazy? Like my daughter, she don't try him like she tried me. Like she'll just sit there and chill with him. I mean, like with me, she in the cabinet. She trying to get the bleach. I'm just like, bro, like, what? Can I get that same kind of love? My son, Angel. I mean, like my go-to girl to the point where
The
I get
first
on his
one's always a trick.
baby. I get on his. I'm telling you, I'll be like, I come home. He'll be like, Mama, here's some diapers. Here go a bottle. Do you need any snacks? Because I don't want to be bothered for the rest of the day. I'm like, damn, why are you trying to get rid of me? So,
That's funny. Like, so, okay, so Angel and Lena are only 3 months apart.
okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to tell you, it was, yeah. So, adulting didn't adult the way it was supposed to because we were in our 20s.
Right.
So, we didn't start seeing her regularly until she was like 6 or 7,
Okay.
maybe a little older.
Yeah.
Um, and it was funny because, like, my child is very direct, very, like, disrespectful almost because you gotta, I mean, I try to tame it, but I'm just like, do I want them to be this way in life?
Yeah.
Yes. So do I have to redirect it to be respectful? Yes.
Right. Right.
So, but Lena is like the opposite, like
Mhm.
super shy, but like quiet. So I don't even know how to explain it. Parenting these two together gives me angina.
Man, it's total opposite, but they the
It's
same
op
basically. So it's like you do
it
this.
gives me whiplash. Like Lena, like will look at you dead in your face and lie about some stupid shit. Stupid shit.
Girl,
But
that's
then
it.
Angel will look at you and act stupid about some stupid shit. And I'm just like, I
Hey,
don't
they be doing
understand.
that.
Like these
When
broke
they do that,
besties,
do you go back to your childhood and be like, did I lie about dumb shit? Because I don't remember. I don't feel like I
right?
do.
Okay, so my birth mom died last year, so I can't ask her. But
Yeah.
my older sister Jessie, like she pretty much raised me with my mom in the house. So
Yeah.
I'd be asking her sometimes, I'm like, did I do that? Like
Dumb shit.
just unnecessary shit. Like just
For
like
no
I mean, I know you've heard it, like them just making shit up.
they do. They do.
And I'm just like, where's that come from? Because you're lying.
Right.
Like you just straight lying in my face.
Girl, I be
Like,
asking my son all the time because he just be and I have to ask other parents, I'm like, is this normal? Because he's 9. And I always ask other moms, I'm like, girl, he just randomly be going to people talking about Iron Man and shit. And I'm like, son, they don't give a damn. They don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, and then I think it kind of messes with me a little bit being married to someone that's older because he's like he needs to be like we're girl, you know. And I'm like, baby, he's technically still a kid though. So like, should we let him be a kid? Like, I hate to feel like there's a cutoff time of you having to grow up, but there's a real world out there too. You know what I mean? I don't want you to be. So you know, it's really hard because I feel like as a parent and as someone that didn't really get to experience childhood to the fulfillment. You know what I mean? It's like you want, like, you're gonna be a kid. We're gonna have a theme this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have picnics. We're gonna. Girl, I can't believe I'm that type of mom. I don't know how. I don't know
I don't
how.
know either. I did not have a good example whatsoever.
Maybe I went to IPS. People were smoking
Right,
cigarettes in the hallway. Okay.
girl. Where you might get dragged getting your lunch, or you could just be getting, hit on. I don't know. Depend on the day.
Right, right. And you know, I don't know about you if you ever think about this, but like, I don't really, I don't consider my, and I think you can kind of agree, Tyler, because you kind of was the same way too. Like, I wouldn't say we were nerds, but we wasn't lame though.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm
No.
saying? Like, people used to fuck with us.
Yeah.
But I
Yes.
feel like I do feel like at the same time though, like I think because I feel like I remember you too in a way, like we were kind of like grown So it's like we didn't really get to be a kid with everybody being kids.
Yep.
So it was like, I
Get
don't know, like
annoyed.
it'd be hard because I always tell my son, I'm like, it's not about being popular. I said, hell, I look at some of the popular kids that I went to school with, and I'm like, baby, they doing bad.
Girl.
They doing bad.
Woo.
So, son, be you, be who you are, or whatever like that, and be your own person. Like you ain't gotta follow
Facebook be
nobody.
telling on people.
Girl, I'm talking about the it people that was like, oh my god, baby crackhead. What you mean? So like, but I always go back to those moments, and I'm like, damn, like I didn't get to be a kid, bro. I did not get to be a kid.
Nope.
I didn't go to
And
prom.
I
Like,
think
did you experience any of that? Did you go to prom? Did you do any of that?
no. No. I didn't. I went, I mean, it was a whole thing that happened, but um my birth mom, I had won a full ride to Purdue, 100% paid.
Me too.
Yep.
Me
And the
too.
stipulation was is you couldn't leave Indiana. You had to stay on the program, do
21st.
the yep.
Yep.
And Rosalind moved me out of Indianapolis after my freshman year and moved me to Virginia, and I lost my full ride. Yeah.
No.
So I lost my full ride, and then
Damn. Because I never knew what happened to you. I was like, well, damn, Tyler don't. Because, like, everybody went there freshman year and everybody just disappeared for some reason. Like, like, for
yeah,
real.
she
Like, I thought
straight like
yeah, you
took
were.
me into Virginia. I was there for 2 years, and some shit went down with me and my birth mom, and then I came back here. I went to 8 schools, but I still graduated.
Awesome.
Yep. And yeah, no. I don't think anybody really in our generation got to be a kid because we were that in between generation of like latchkey kids versus like early millennials.
Yeah, because, like, we
You
did.
know?
It's just like, I tell my son all the time, I'm like, we had the internet, but we ain't had the internet. You know what I'm saying?
No, you had the dial up that you had to
Baby,
not
AOL.
be yelled at by grandma to get off of because you want MySpace to code in your own damn page.
Okay, girl, look, because I remember, I ain't gonna lie, I told you, Tyler, I was always a little grown for my age. Baby, I was on AOL chatting. Hey.
Oh yeah, me too. Yes, ma'am.
Girl, the stuff that I
Have
be
you
doing,
seen my husband?
girl.
That's why I laugh because my husband, he he looks like he could be that age. He's
Shut
got
up,
grays, just.
girl.
But I'm just like, sir, don't play with me.
Is he
But I've
older
been
than
with
you? Like,
him.
are you guys, is he like way
He's
older than
like,
you?
no, he's only 2 years older than me.
Oh, that's why I'm like, girl, he ain't that much older than you. Girl, I'm
No,
20 years older than me. Okay? Like,
girl.
it
But
sounds,
okay, do you remember NCIS?
yeah.
Okay, Grissom?
Yeah.
Girl.
Tyler, leave me alone.
I'm telling you what, I laugh all the time because my husband looks like Grissom. I'm like, I had him handpicked by God.
What is wrong with you? Why would you say that? That man
I'm
that helped you up.
I'm serious. Like he looks like Grissom. I'm telling you, Grissom was a handsome man. I don't give a damn what no one says.
She said, girl. Now when I watch it, because you know how they play the shit out of it. So I'm sure when I see that tonight, I'm gonna be cracking up.
Hmm. Yep,
So
I'm telling you, Grissom had it going, and he is smart as shit.
right, that's what I was about to say, girl. You got a little look. You see, he came to help us get this
Yeah,
live.
that's what he
He's
does. He
smart
does
too.
computer tech. That's what he's in college for.
Right.
So
Period.
I'm just like, do your thing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay. No, not at
I
all.
can barely get Messenger to work half the time.
Girl, I said I'm trying. I said I'm really, but I used to be the tech savvy type of like I was that go to girl. Like everybody used to always ask me to help. Baby, I'm old. I'm like,
Right?
let me watch it on YouTube. Let me watch the tutorial first, and
Right?
then
Yep.
we can do it. And then we can do it. No, but I
Yep.
want to ask you, being a mom, Tyler, what is your go-to like advice that you would give any mom to be, moms in general, of just like that one piece of advice that either somebody gave you or you just that stuck with you.
Um, you can't be everything.
You cannot.
You cannot. And to build your family or your like safety unit as you see fit,
Yeah.
not as others see fit.
Right.
Like okay, for instance, so new person came to my life, wasn't expecting it, friend wise, but vibes are there. Like we get along. Like but like she's much older than me. But it
Mhm.
was one of those like I didn't have to try. Does
Yeah.
that make sense? Like
Yep.
one of those situations where you're just like that was meant to be.
Yep.
Versus someone who you have to fight to get that attention from. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm not about to fight you. I am grown. Either you're going to be there, you're not. And just remember that if they choose not to be, that is their choice, not because of you, because of them.
Right.
And that's what got me, is because with all my kids being sick like they were, I didn't have a support system. I didn't have someone saying, hey, like, let me come get, well, okay,
Yeah.
like Brandon's mom and his sisters would, but
Yeah.
that's all that we had, and I didn't feel right pushing them off on them all the time. So I
Yeah.
didn't have that,
Right.
and make it how you see fit. Like there's just I don't know. It's freeing to know that you can make your own family and it's not necessarily who you grew up with.
Exactly. And I love that you said that, Tyler, because that's one thing that I've kind of have tried to really embrace. I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm just overprotective. But like, I don't know, like I just feel like when it comes to like friendship, mom friendship, I think it's really important to have. Hence why I kind of started this whole series on my channel just to interact with different moms. And although I mean I want it to be a long lasting relationship, but we all have lives going on. I completely understand that. My whole thing is like it I hate that like people make it feel like it's okay, it's a single mom thing. Oh no, you're a married mom. So like why we gotta be like
Right.
we all moms though. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, yes, I have to consult with my husband and give him that courtesy of like, hey,
Yep.
if we do go out for brunch or we do go get some drinks, baby, I gotta make sure these kids is cool. And it's just like it always never works out because they don't have that understanding. Where me, it's like, girl, we
Right.
ain't got time
And
for
then
no
I feel bad because, especially with the kids, like I'm having to make concessions because Andrew forgot to eat lunch, so now he's starving and he needs dinner. And
yeah,
Brandon has a class at 6, but Angel don't feel good. So, okay, I gotta put her here and do this. And by the time I get done with it, okay, I'm telling you, I tried every which way I can't make it. So don't
yeah,
make me feel bad about
exactly.
having to cancel when you already know my situation,
Basically,
and not understanding that maybe it won't work out every time, but I'm
yeah.
trying,
Right, right.
you
And that's
know?
kind of like what you said. I just kind of just let it be. If it works out and it just flows, awesome. But that whole constraint, you know what I mean, of like just you
Right.
bending over, like I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Mm.
that's why I tell people all the time, like I like to talk in general, like, but I feel like I am a good listener as well, and I think that's very important. But it's just like sometimes a motherfucker just want to be like, hey, can you ask if I'm okay? Because I know I make it look easy and I'm strong, but I need
Yeah.
to. And for me, I don't know about for you, a lot of the times outside of my sister, my husband is my only friend. So it's like
Yes.
sometimes I need that opposite opinion from him of like what like just like I told you, going on a solo trip, is that a bad thing? Is that disrespectful? Should I not do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but you talk to some single girls, like, girl, fuck him. You better go. Like, but no, it's
Mhm.
you can't really do that.
I
you know?
do, so I can't.
Right. So
Like
it's never an understanding thing, you know what I mean? And that's the thing, like I just feel like as a mom, like y'all, like, hey, if we can get together, girl, let's get together, let's have some drinks. But baby, these kids, my husband, just understand that they always gonna be priority number one. I might have to cancel on you last minute. I'm sorry, but because they take priority.
right. And nobody like there's only a few friends that I do have that are like, "Oh, okay." And then the others wanna be all shady about it, like, not say nothing, but, like, not say nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you
And I think that's
no.
but it's just one of the things I'm coming to terms with, and it's just like it is what it is. You know what I mean? I hate for it to be
Yes.
for me to
I've
even
been saying
be
that so
comfortable.
much lately.
Girl, but I never thought I would be comfortable even saying that. Like, oh, it is what it is. Sorry. Like, I've never in my life said no as much.
Yes.
I've said
Yes,
this year. I'm
this
like,
last year. I think it's like a shift in, like, the universe because it feels like everyone's having that awakening moment right now,
yeah,
like, with our age. Like, we
yeah.
don't have to. We don't
It's
have
not
to.
got the time. You know what I'm saying?
Like
It's just like I
and
said.
if I'm not in a bonnet in my PJs by 7:30, baby, then I'm gonna be cranky the next day.
Exactly. I just told you if I don't get my nana nap, baby, I can't go.
Right. Like, I should have taken a nap earlier. I was like, "Girl, I gotta be up past, like, 8 o'clock. I'm napping."
Right.
Like,
So for
"Give
real.
me my blanket."
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I just pray that anybody that's listening to this or watching this, but like we have to, as each other as moms, be graceful. Like now, don't get me wrong. If your friend is just shady, they just shady. That's one thing. But I'm saying like, don't get mad at a mom or a person if they say, "Hey, my child has an ear infection." Oh, sorry, girl, I can't come. My child has a cold. Like that's
Right.
please be understanding because like this is like, and not even trying to be funny, but I feel like I have to say this. I know it sounds fucked up to say, but girl, kids be just randomly fucking dying. Like, so yeah, my kid is gonna take priority over you when you're
Right.
I'm
Every
sorry.
time.
You know what I
Every
mean?
time.
So, like, and especially like I think that's why I don't have any friends really that don't have kids because I just feel like there wouldn't be an understanding because it's like you always talk
Right.
about kids. Oh, such and such did this, such and such did that. Oh, Zyla
Right.
pooped yellow poop today. Like
Right.
it's just
Yes.
what we
Like,
do.
okay. So so I don't have many friends, but my older sister Jessie is like one of my best friends.
Yeah,
And with Adeline with her stomach issues, the way it is, like she was listening to us one day and she goes, "Do y'all really be talking about y'all's kids' poops?"
for
I'm
sure.
like, "Do you understand how important intestinal health is for a child? Like, do you realize what all can happen if that does not run properly?" Like,
Exactly.
so many things can go awry.
Right.
Like,
Girl, I said
it
I
is
told
very
you.
important in this household, actually.
Okay, old as hell. I swear I'll be talking about what the kids said. Girl, she didn't eat none of her food. She threw it up. Then I had to give her some. Don't nobody. I know y'all
Miralax.
don't care, but I'm gonna tell y'all because this is my life. This is the highlight
Right.
of my day. My child's food. It was pebbles. You know what I mean? Like,
Right,
girl,
like, I just asked my child today, "Hey, you go recently? What you working with? Like, what we doing?" And they're 12, and the look they gave me was like, "Mom." I'm
right.
like, "No one's here. Like, it's
We,
just me."
hey, but you know what's so funny? Isn't that funny? Being on that other end of like the spectrum is kind of like, especially when your kid, girl. Because my son, he got this thing now because he's 9, and like he won't let me see him naked. He be like,
My
I just
son
want you. Come on.
You know what? Okay. So, I preach body positivity in this house. I am fluffy, and that is just fine, all right? However, if I just happen to be going in between the shower into my bed, and I am all of God's glory, and you walk into my room, how dare you tell me to cover?
Exactly. You in my
Like,
shit.
and my son is at that phase now. He goes, "Mom." I'm like, "So you can just not come in.
Right. Right.
Like, turn around
Not.
and go out."
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's in that phase too. He don't want me to see him naked, and he don't want to see me. I'm like, that's fine. I won't get undressed in front of you. But if you walk into my space,
Exactly.
like, turn
Period.
around.
Right. Absolutely.
Like, I think it's a phase because my son's 9 too.
Girl. Girl, look, we might have to get the boys together then. Girl, my son be trying to say I'm old. Well, I am old.
Yes.
Girl,
My
he
daughter
told
just
me.
said today, "You're over 30-year old."
I said I am. I get it now. Like I never understood when people be so offended. Like when we was
Right.
kids,
I'm like,
they
no,
be like, "You
50 is
old."
the new old. Like, I'm not old.
They was like, girl, I came to his school or whatever, and somebody was like, your auntie is fine. First of all, why I gotta be an auntie? Why I can't be his mama? I was highly offended. That looked like girl, I probably had on one of my wigs that day. I probably did look like somebody's auntie, but I didn't appreciate it. I said, I am young. I look like I am 20, honey. Damn it,
I
girl.
still get carded sometimes.
I don't. Girl, everybody be thinking I'm 40. They be thinking like I'm 40. And I'm like, but I
Girl.
think it's because of my husband looks old. He don't look his age either, but like I think because he looks older, they like, okay, let me add
Right,
this up
round it
and
up a
try to
little.
count this out. But girl, yeah, I'm old apparently. But it's fine. I just can't believe that, Tyler, we are the parents. We are
When did that happen? Like, there was something that happened today. I looked at my husband and said, "Oh, yeah, we are the adults."
the adult. I'm not like I don't even
I still feel like I
regular
should be
adults look
conferring with an adult to solve the problem.
girl,
And then
I
I
was
realized it's me, and I'm like, this math ain't mathing.
Baby, not at all. I was telling my
No.
husband, I said, I was literally crying. I said, the unnecessary money that you have to pay for being a homeowner. Because I was talking to somebody and I was like, bro,
Yes.
home ownership ain't for everybody. Because I said, the money
No.
you have to pay,
Bitch, let me go back to renting.
no, for
HOA
real.
fees, first of all.
Maintenance man, come fix it.
And I'm like, what am I paying for? My housing edition ain't got no damn pool. We got a little bitty ass park, don't even got no swings. Like,
Girl,
what am I paying for?
baby,
Now, I'm
homeowner.
not even shitting. Sierra, listen to this shit. We've had a tree. I've lived in this house for 4 years. It was a new build. Okay. So they planted a tree by my mailbox,
Uh-huh.
which
Ooh.
was stupid because it couldn't grow. Okay.
Mhm.
So it has been an eyesore for 4 years.
Mhm.
But because they planted it, I couldn't take it out. Like, HOA. So I just like, fine, y'all like the dead tree then, because I'm not doing nothing with it.
Tyler, why
We
they not
heard a
using?
saw noise this morning, and they were cutting the damn tree down. They cut it, didn't give me a notice, a post-it, a
Oh,
nothing.
oh, baby, you better than me because how about the exact same thing happened to us? The tree died, it wouldn't grow on by our mailbox. How about they sued me for $5,000? They ain't cut our
What?
shit down. Now my husband he cut it down because he was dead. Like he was like, bro, there's no point of this being here. It's an eyesore. Like just like you said, girl sued us for $5,000. I said I don't want to be an adult no more. Y'all got me
No,
$5,000 for a fucking tree. What?
it was dead. Like,
Y'all planted
it did not grow a leaf in its nary a life. Like, I think it maybe lasted a season.
it, girl.
It's that.
I swear that's why I'm like, man, be an adult, and that's why I'm like, anybody that's trying to buy a home, like, bro, I'm not mad at you if you want to rent because I'm like, the fact we gotta pay. I said, you just give away money. You gotta pay. Okay, we pay Orkin to treat the grass for bugs. That's $80. We gotta pay the people to make the grass look green. That's
Yep.
$75. Gotta pay the home. I'm just like, this is money that I don't even see. That's just gone.
Right.
I'm like,
Yep.
bro.
And okay, so I reached the age where I no longer want to do my yard work because it's too hot. So I
I,
pay someone to come mow my yard. I don't want to have to pay someone to mow my yard.
girl,
Why? Like, I don't understand. Or HOA fees or the taxes. Don't even start on the taxes.
and
Like,
he's going up.
I know. I'm just like, y'all don't 10 out of 10 don't recommend. Don't buy a house right now. Stay
Yeah.
in your little apartment.
No, for real. Hey, but rent higher than a bitch too, though. I'm like,
I
bro.
know it is. They're paying rent for what I pay in mortgage.
I'm like everything damn near. I mean, you could be in the hood and you paying over $1,000 in Indiana. I ain't
Right.
talking about I'm talking about
Be in
Indianapolis,
the hood and pay $1,000.
Post Road, and paying
Yeah,
$1,000.
fuck all that. Mm-mm.
I said,
Mm-mm.
oh no, baby, like it's real life. It's real life out here. Like that's why
Mm-hmm.
our basement had flooded. Keep in mind, we had just spent like $20,000 because my husband had like he put a man cave and stuff. Super excited, girl. We try to be proactive. We called a plumber. We're like, hey, we smelling the smell. Girl, they said everything fine. A week later, the basement floods. Girl, my husband, when I tell you he was devastated, he was because like the floor that we had like brand new, like laminated, like that luxury laminated flooring, that shit wasn't cheap. It was like $4,000 just for the flooring alone, not the underlayment that you gotta put. It was a lot. Girl, then we do that. We go through the whole insurance claim, all that bullshit. How about 3 months later, the basement flooded again? After we didn't got it redone, everything, new furniture, all that. Girl, happened again. I don't want to be an adult. To the point where
Yeah, I
Tyler,
didn't
when I
get a
tell you,
basement just for that reason.
baby, when I tell you, I said the next if this shit happens again, we're getting marble floors because I'm not about to keep replacing this goddamn. We did that floor 3 times, literally 3 times. Like that's ridiculous. But that's why I'm like, man, being an adult out here. That's why I be telling my son, like, son, I don't know. I be helping him with his homework. I'm like, bro, the way y'all doing math,
Oh, don't ask me. I
I said,
literally had a sign on my front door during COVID. My sister-in-law made it for me. And it says, unless you have Fireball or the answer to this math problem, go away.
girl.
Because I
I said,
homeschooled for like a year. Would never do it again. I cried. I cried.
man. Tyler, I said, I was considered, because you know how we had our little small schools? We was in the little small.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I was considered one of the smart kids in school. Why I can't figure out this third grade math?
Right. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. I pulled Addie out. She did kindergarten twice.
But you know what? The funny
Did
thing,
not care.
girl, these kids, no offense, I feel like they about to be dumb as hell because they got AI. Girl, you
I know.
write me a 4,000 page essay on blah blah blah. Like we had Ask Jeeves, we had Cliff Notes,
Right.
but we
No, they
didn't
getting
have no
the whole
AI.
answer.
Girl, wasn't even using Google like that.
No. We were still typing boobies on our calculator. Like, let's just be for real.
Just childish. Why? Why was we doing that? Ooh, baby. Ooh, Tyler. Well, Girl, I don't want to run over my little hour with you, but no, I appreciate you so much for hopping on us, reconnecting, and I hope we can definitely, just chop it up and stuff. Especially we got boys the same age, girl. We need to get together. Now you a South Side, I'm all the way on the North Side, but we can come together.
Where at?
I'm like Zionsville. You know where,
That's
like,
not bad.
Second and Lafayette Road.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to get together and stuff because I'm sure our
Okay.
boys probably have a ball. I don't know if your son is in the gaming or anything like that because that's my son. Well, is it every kid? I guess at this point.
I don't know. I know mine is.
Girl, Roblox. That's all I hear. I'm
Yep.
like, I don't know, son.
Roblox and shit. There's another one. I don't know. They play like 3 or 4 of them. Yeah, that one. Fortnite.
Five Nights at Freddy. All that.
If I have to spend any more money on V-Bucks, I swear.
I don't do it. I mean, I do it every once in a while, but I'm like, I'm paying. I gotta give you some money to buy some fake money. I'm not doing that. I said, so
I thought we learned our lesson during Facebook phase, during like Farmville and shit. Like, come on.
Why you can't play Candy Crush? It's free.
Yeah, right.
They don't want to play that. They don't want to play that.
No.
No, but thank you so much, Tyler. Before you leave, I do want to ask you if there's anything that you want to share with us that you just I know I kind of asked you this before, like your greatest piece of advice, but is there anything else like you as a mom just want to really talk about, bring awareness to? Because girl, first of all, this whole, you just educated me because I'm about to go look up some news articles because I'm embarrassed that I didn't know that. Honestly, I really am.
No, you're fine.
But I really terrible. I'm like, bro, what the hell was I doing?
Just, I don't know, make your family.
Yeah.
Like, trust your gut. If you feel like you're not getting what you need from that situation, move on, and what will happen or meant to be will be. So.
Right. And I like the fact that you said earlier, as a mom, like, I think we truly do have a superpower of, like, we immediately have, like, a gut feeling. Like, girl, I can feel, I'm in unison with not only my husband, but I'm in unison with my child. Like, when my child is not even in you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, something wrong. They crying.
Yep.
My husband was like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, I know. Let me call him.
Right. Let me go.
Because as a parent, I don't know about you, but, like, I have major anxiety, one, in general, but, like, I'm always paranoid. Like, girl, to the point where I was going to put a hidden camera on my son when he went to school. But
girl,
I be trying to he got an air tag, but I don't know, because it's like, I don't know when he got on the bus for the first time. I'm like, bro, like, can he do that? Like, is he going to be okay? But it's just like,
right. Because you know how stressful it was in IPS trying to get on a bus? Like, I couldn't tell how many times I got my ass beat for missing the bus because you couldn't find a damn bus or the substitute bus, or your bus was late, or I'm telling you, Franklin is smaller, so it's not so bad. When they get to high school, I'll be worried, but
no,
it's not so bad.
Regardless of your childhood, I think, with us Vesseling, we're going to have to kind of talk a little bit deeper, me and you, another time. But, like, I think it's really important that just to see the mom that you turned out to be, with your childhood trauma. Because, like I said, I know all the time, I don't know if you, like I said, experienced the whole mental abuse, but, like, to constantly being told, like, you're going to be just like your mama, you ain't going to be shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, every day, I literally give myself a pat on the back, girl, because I'm like, I don't know how I'm doing it. By the grace of God, I am.
Right.
But, like,
yeah.
I'm thankful that I'm not my mother. I'm thankful that I don't, I be having to catch myself, because, baby, I be fighting.
Me too. Me too. I be like, I start to say something, or I start to do something. I'm like, Rosalind. And I'm like, fuck, okay.
Yeah.
I gotta, like, just compose myself.
And, with this, and for anybody that's listening, with this being the third world season of, like, Mom Night In, the reason why I'm changing is because, like, being a wife, I think it's really important to kind of talk about that, because, don't get me wrong, I love talking to moms, and I'm still going to continue to do that. But, like, and Tyler, I'm probably going to get you on my little wife podcast. Well, it's just going to be in general. We talk about whatever. But, like,
right.
People don't understand, like, when you have a good husband, when you actually have a good husband, like, bro, I wouldn't make it. Because I'm telling you, there's days where I'm like, you got to take these kids, because I ain't going to.
Yep.
I'm fighting some things. I'm fighting some demons over here. I need you to take them. So, it's really, I'm really extremely grateful, and I can definitely see that in you. And, just from, I don't know why I be telling people I can feel vibes off of people, but, like, I see that. I don't know y'all on that personal level, but I see that in your husband, that he's a actual support system for you.
He is.
and like that you can have a breather. Because there's a lot of women that are in relationships with, whether it's their children's father or not, and they don't have that support. They're still alone. They're still fighting by themselves. So,
Yep.
girl, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful.
I'm gonna reach out because I didn't know you were like chill now. You all just you a whole nother like
Baby, I'm old
generation.
lady. I'm
Yeah,
old
but
lady.
see, everyone makes fun of me. My sister dogs me all the time. She calls me an old lady, and I'm like, but I'm a happy old lady.
Girl, baby. When I tell you, I've never been so. I mean, Tyler, to literally be somebody that can speak that was suicidal, super depressed, major anxiety. Like I said, every day I have to literally thank God, and that's why I do this thing about like I always tell people like I write down at least every day. If I don't write it down, I say it, vocally 5 things that I'm grateful for because baby, I ain't supposed to be here. There has been
Yep.
too many times, too many scenarios where baby I said God must have a purpose for me because I'm telling you, the childhood and every things that I've seen as a child I should have not seen. Things that I've been
Yeah.
through I should not have been through, but I'm still here. So obviously I'm
Same.
here for a reason. And same thing with you. Like, and I think it's a blessing that we get to be these amazing parents to these, to these little human beings. Like we don't know what we're doing, but we doing
Nope.
it.
Yep. But we doing it.
We doing it. So, but thank you, Mama, so much for hopping on, girl. Just remember how amazing you are. And for any moms that are listening, like y'all, we really are the shit. Like, baby, we bring life into this world, and then we be going back to work like it's nothing. Like what? What do you mean? So, but no, Tyler, I really, really appreciate, girl. We gonna connect after this and stuff like that.
Yes,
Like
ma'am.
to dive deep. But like I said,
Okay.
thank you to everybody that joined. Thank you to everybody that's listening. Please, y'all, stay tuned because, like I said, I'm gonna be kind of switching it up a little bit. We still gonna do, late night talks. We still gonna have our cute little PJs, our little drinks, and everything like that. But we're gonna get further into deeper, further and deeper into conversations. But once again, thank you, Tyler, so much for joining me.
Thank
Girl, I
you.
know it's a problem with the scheduling, but we finally got it together.
Yeah, we got it.
But all right, mamas, thank you so much for watching. Remember how amazing you are. Remember you're the shit. Remember your babies love you. Keep going, y'all. I know it's hard. I know it's the summer. I know we all stressed out because I am. I'm like, bro, when does school start?
Another snack.
Because, girl, I'm tired. I'm like, y'all, they running me. I ain't got no food. God damn, I
Me
just bought
neither.
groceries yesterday.
Me neither.
But alrighty, I will talk to
All right.
everybody later. Make sure y'all go back and like this live. Make sure you listen. Make sure you follow me on all my socials. Tyler, is it okay if people follow you on your socials or anything like that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I will link all of Tyler's information down below, and I will see y'all on the next episode. But it won't be called Mom's Night In. So I'll see y'all
All
later.
right.
Okay,
Good
Tyler,
night.
I'm about to call you real quick because I want to
All
tell you
right.
something. Okay.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.